What's going on, everybody? This is Sean Raw, host of the Bell to the Books YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over my college football picks and predictions for Saturday, November 21st, in our Saturday Showdown. Before we get into Saturday's games, we're going to go over a little bit on Friday. I like NC State. Same reason why I like them against Georgia Tech. They're at home, laying 5.5. So it's literally just going back to the well. So I'll be taking NC State plus a 5.5 and sprinkle a little bit on NC State money line. Also for the next game, Hawaii at UNLV, I will be on Hawaii money line. I think Hawaii can score with UNLV, and Hawaii has a better defense. So if I have a team with a capable offense, just like UNLV's offense, and they have the better defense, I don't care if they're on the road. Give me Hawaii to win the game outright. But without further ado, let's hop into Saturday. First game up, we got Sanford at number 3, Texas A&M, 12 o'clock p.m. EST. Texas A&M laying a big number in 54.5, over under 59.5. I'm going to be quick on some of these games because, obviously, they're playing an FCS school. So I like the under 59.5. I think Texas A&M isn't going to look for too many style points. I mean, they're playing Sanford, for God's sake. So if you like the under 59.5, like I do, then obviously you like Sanford plus the 54.5. So yeah, give me the under 59.5 and Sanford plus 54.5. And this one, I think, Texas A&M will just be ready to just put Sanford out of their misery and get them out of Dodge. So yeah, Sanford plus 54.5 and under 59.5. And this one, next game up, we got number 22, Missouri at number 8, Oklahoma, 12 o'clock p.m. EST. Oklahoma currently favored by 6.5, over under 42.5. This is going to be a tough game because both of these defenses are pretty good. Bo Prabula, I think he's doubtful. So they're going to go back to the other guy. I can't think of his name right now. But, playing that Oklahoma defense is going to be really, really tough. But like when Oklahoma played Bama can't run the ball. So, Bama was pretty much one-dimensional, which Oklahoma's strength is their DBs and corners and pass coverage. I think Ahmad Hardy can have a pretty good game here. And, I think this will be like a really, really tight game. So give me the under 42.5. I just think both defenses come to play today. This probably ends maybe 24-14. Something like that. So yeah, I'm on the under 42.5 in Missouri, Oklahoma. Next game up, we got Charlotte at number 5, Georgia, 12:45 p.m. EST. Georgia currently favored by 44.5, over under 53.5. Going back to the well here, Georgia just does not cover big spreads like this. So give me Charlotte plus a 44.5. It's been working. No need to go against this. Kirby Smart as a 40-point favorite. I think he's like 13-1. So, yeah, we're just going to go back to the well. So, give me Charlotte plus 44.5 in this one. Next game up, we got Eastern Illinois at number 4, Alabama, 2 o'clock p.m. EST. Alabama currently favored by 50.5, over under 57.5. Bama needs style points, and they need luck. So, if Bama can put 70 on the board here, I think they will. So I'm gonna lay it with Bama here and the 50.5 points. I think after taking that loss to Oklahoma, I think they want to show the committee that they are still one of those top teams, and without a shadow of a doubt, they should be in. So absolutely clobbering Eastern Illinois right here, probably about like 60 is something that Bama will probably do, especially on the calendar board. He will run up the score. So yeah, I'll take Bama in the 50.5 in this one. Next game up, we got Syracuse at number 9, Notre Dame, 3:30 p.m. EST. Notre Dame currently favored by 36.5, over under 50.5. That is a big number. So honestly, can Syracuse score in this game? I'm not even sure. Honestly, I would probably look towards a Syracuse team total under. I just don't see how Syracuse scores. I mean, I think Notre Dame puts the clamps on them. Like I said, I don't want to take that 36.5. That's a lot of points there. But can they very much win by that many points? Absolutely. But I'm just going to take Notre Dame's defense to just clamp down on Syracuse, and whatever their team total is, it has to be like 7.5 or something like that. So yeah, I'll take Syracuse team total under. And if I had to choose, I'd probably lay up with Notre Dame in the 36.5 in this one. Next up, we got number 15, USC at my favorite team. Number 7, Oregon, 3:30 p.m. EST. Oregon currently favored by 10.5, over under 59.5. Excuse me. I can see a lot of points being scored here, so my initial lean will be to the over 59.5. But honestly, I really think that we cover this spread right here, minus 10.5. I also saw that Oregon is favored by 5 in the first half. So, yeah, I actually really, really like Oregon minus 5 in the first half because USC tends to really be a second half team, not a first half team. So, I could see USC coming on the road flat-footed, not being able to stop our offense, stuff like that. And we're up double digits going into the half. So, yeah, I can definitely see that. So, yeah, give me Oregon minus 5 in the first half. That's probably the best play I like for this game, honestly, than a full game. So, yeah, Oregon minus 5 in the first half. Just USC is going to have a lot of problems because we have such a potent run game. And we can run on anybody. And, having a good run game opens up the play action. And then, we get our receivers behind the defense. So, I think we'll be able to score at will here. I think our defense will give Jordan Maava some problems. And for one, USC has been really, really bad on the road, especially Maava. He has been terrible on the road. So I think we get a big win here, a much needed win in terms of like resume. And so yeah, give me Oregon minus 5 in the first half. In this one. Next game up, we got Arkansas at number 17, Texas, 3:30 p.m. EST. Texas currently favored by 8.5, over under 58.5. Going to be real quick on this game. I'm going to take the over 58.5. Both of these teams are going to be able to score. It seems like nobody can stop this Arkansas offense. And 2, Arkansas's defense is really bad. They're giving it up. So I think Texas is going to be able to score a whole lot of points here. So, yeah, so give me the over 58.5. I do think Arkansas could keep this game close just because of how good their offense is. So if I had to pick a side, I would lean Arkansas plus the 8.5, but mainly lean to the over 58.5 in this one. Definitely going to be points. Next game up, we got Kentucky at number 14, Vanderbilt, 3:30 p.m. EST. Vanderbilt currently favored by 8.5, over under 54.5. Like I said, I like Vandy in this spot. I'll lay it with them in the 8.5. I just think that Vanderbilt, like I said, once these convincing wins, they're a much better team at home. Last time they were at home, they came out flat. They didn't cover. Kentucky has been on a heater now. They just won their last 2 home games against Tennessee Tech, who's a top team in the FCS. They were 10-0 coming into that game and got absolutely waxed, but we all expected that. And then they beat Florida at the crib. So having to go on the road to Vandy's college football playoff hopes are still alive. I think Vandy can get it done. I think Vandy wins this game by double digits. So yeah, give me Vanderbilt minus 8.5 in this one. Next game up, we got number 24, Tulane at Temple, 3:45 p.m. EST. Tulane currently favored by 9.5, over under 53.5. I mean, I really don't have too much on this game. I'm really not really interested in it. Gun to my head, if I had to choose, I'd lay it with Tulane in the 9.5. I think their head and shoulders a better football team here. And like I said, I just don't really know too much about Temple. So yeah, I'd lay it here with Tulane in the 9.5. In this one, like I said, just not too interested in this game. Likely won't even watch it either. Next game up, we got Kansas State at number 12, Utah, 4:00 p.m. EST. We got Utah favored about 17.5, over under 51.5. I'm gonna lay it here with Utah and a 17.5. Utah is a different animal at home at the crib, and Kansas State is bad. Kansas State is really, really bad. I don't see them coming into Utah and even competing in this game. I think Utah puts up 40 plus by themselves and easily cover the spread. So yeah, give me Utah minus 17.5. They're going to take Kansas State behind the woodshed in this one. Next game up, we got TCU. Almost said Tulane. We got TCU at number 23, Houston. 4:00 p.m. EST. Houston currently favored about 1.5, over under 54.5. Excuse me. I lean Houston minus the 1.5 because they're at home. They play better at home. I think their defense uh, can minimize TCU's offense. And I think TCU's defense is a little underrated too, and I think they can minimize Houston's offense. So what would that lean towards? An under 54.5. So yeah, give me Houston minus 1.5, and I lean under 54.5. I think both defenses will have a pretty good day, but I do think that Houston pulls it out because it's just TCU has not been playing well. I was on BYU when they went to go play BYU. I don't know why that spread was even that low. And BYU tore them up, just packed them up, sent them on their way. And I don't think it's going to be like that in this game. I think this is probably like a 3-point win for Houston, but it doesn't get past 54.5. And I think Houston, like I said, comes on top in this one. So yeah, give me Houston minus 1.5, and also a slight lean towards the under 54.5 in this one. Excuse me. Next game up, we got number 18, Michigan at Maryland, 4:00 p.m. EST. Michigan currently favored by 14.5, over under 46.5. This is a major look ahead spot for Michigan. They don't play good on the road. They are not a good road team, significantly worse. And also, this is a look ahead spot because they have Ohio State on deck at the crib. So this spells nothing but trap game. We've seen these games, the past couple of years to where, people have to go to Maryland and then the very next week they have a very, very tough game. So usually these teams going to Maryland and playing in these trap games, usually Michigan would cover and stuff like that. But like I said, man, I haven't really been too in love with Michigan. And like I said, they're playing like not great on the road, like barely escaping. So I really don't have a lean on this because like I said, I can see Michigan just blowing out Maryland because Maryland stinks. So if I had to choose, I would take Michigan minus the 14.5, but I would say if you just don't want to be involved in this game, okay. But sprinkle a little bit on Maryland money line just because of the spot. Because you never know. Maryland's defense isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. You just need their offense to play good. And they're at home. I don't know if this is their senior day game. I'm not sure, but like I said, it's just the look ahead spot for Michigan. They don't play good on the road. This is a just trap game for Michigan. So, you know what? Screw it. Give me Maryland in the 14.5. I just think that Maryland has a great effort here. I think they can keep this game close. Screw it. I'm changing my pick. Give me Maryland plus a 14.5 and sprinkle a little bit on Maryland money line in this one. Next game up, we got Pitt at Georgia Tech, 7:00 p.m. EST. Georgia Tech currently favored by 2.5, over under 61.5. It's just as simple as me. Give me Pittsburgh on the money line. Georgia Tech's defense has not been that good. And I think Pitt's defense can actually give Georgia Tech some problems. I think Pittsburgh can score. Like I said, I'm not going to take into account their last game against Notre Dame at home for Pitt because Pat Narduzzi said that, they're not worried about that game. So I fully expected Notre Dame to put belt to ass in that game. But this is a game that they are clearly worried about. They were just preparing for this game. They weren't even preparing for Notre Dame. They didn't care. They are fully prepared for this game. They come on the road, and I think they get it done. I think it's going to be absolute chaos in the ACC. That's just how it's looked. And this kind of reminds me of Louisville and Clemson. Louisville's at home, night game, and Clemson just comes in there and beats them. I think Pitt does the same thing. So, yeah, give me Pitt plus a 2.5 in this one. Next game up, we got number 20, Tennessee at Florida. 7:30 p.m. EST. Tennessee currently favored by 4.5, over under 57.5. Tennessee can't win in the swamp. Simple as that. So we're going to be fast in this game. Tennessee can't win in the swamp. Simple as that. So give me Florida plus a 4.5. Give me Florida on the money line. I'll sprinkle a little bit on Florida money line. I think Florida does keep this game close. This game will be close. And like I said, it's not like these teams play, once here, maybe a decade later they'll play them again. No, these teams play every other year. And Tennessee they just can't get it done. They just can't win here. So, yeah, I'll take Florida plus 4.5. And I will also sprinkle a little bit on Florida money line in this one. Next game up, we got number 21, Illinois at Wisconsin, 7:30 p.m. EST. Illinois currently favored by 8.5, over under 41.5. My original pick in this game was Illinois minus 8.5 because their offense is just so much better than Wisconsin's. But then I had to remember, like, I was on Wisconsin at home against Washington, and they got the outright win. Wisconsin also played very well against Indiana on the road, even though they got blown out. Their defense played really, really well. That game was close in the first half. And they played really well against my Ducks, too, even though it was a rain game. So, it was a rain game. But back at Camp Randall for a night game, man, give me Wisconsin plus 8.5 and sprinkle a little bit on the outright upset. They know that Luke Fickell is staying. I think that Wisconsin will show great effort here, especially in a night game. Like, this is just a trap game for Illinois. Yeah, there's just really not too much to say about this game. Yeah, give me Wisconsin plus 8.5 and sprinkle a little bit on Wisconsin money line. I think Wisconsin is definitely live here to get the upset. Like I said, Wisconsin's defense has just been playing so well, and they're starting to find a little bit of offensive stride. So yeah, I'm gonna take the points with Wisconsin here, and hope that they can get the outright upset in this one. Next game up, we got Rutgers at number 1 Ohio State, 7:30 p.m. EST. Ohio State currently favored by 31.5, over under 47.5. I know. I think this line is wrong. I think it got bet up to 32.5. Even better for me. I don't think there's going to be Jeremiah Smith in this game. I don't think there's going to be Carnell Tate in this game. So give me Rutgers plus a 32.5. I mean, Rutgers defense, it's bad. It is really bad. But Rutgers can score. Rutgers can definitely score. That Rutgers offense is very underrated under Calais McManus. They have a plethora of receivers that he can throw to. I think that Julian Sand, they're going to put points on the board. I think Rutgers will be able to put points on the board. I like the over 47.5. I think that's too low. And give me Rutgers plus 32.5. I think this game is going to be close. Not like too close, but not 32.5. So yeah, give me Rutgers plus 32.5 and a lean towards the over 47.5. And this one, I think Rutgers can keep it within the number. Next game up, we got number 11 BYU at Cincinnati, 8 p.m. EST. BYU currently favored about 2.5, over under 55.5. This was going to be my Cincinnati pick, outright money line. But Cincinnati has not been looking too well. I mean, I just don't know what the heck is going on with Cincinnati. I don't know what's going on with them. And, because I want to lay it with Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati can get the outright win, but at the same time, like BYU, it's just really good. BYU is just really good. I'm more than likely probably won't have any money on this game. I definitely will be watching this game. My brother's a Cincinnati fan. My brother is a Cincinnati fan, excuse me. And I will definitely be tuning into this. But, Cincinnati was my pick to start with. I'm going to keep it here. Give me Cincinnati plus 2.5. Sprinkle a little bit on Cincinnati to get the outright upset win over BYU. Like I said, this game is tough to pick. I'll be watching it. I'll probably most likely won't have no money on it. So, yeah, Cincinnati plus 2.5 and a little sprinkle on Cincinnati to get the outright upset in this one. Next game up, we got number 25, Arizona State at Colorado, 8 p.m. EST. Arizona State favored by 7.5, over under 46.5. This is the Jeff Sims-led Arizona State team. I can't trust Colorado. Give me Arizona State minus 7.5. Colorado sucks. I mean, they let Arizona come in here and absolutely put belt to ass. I think Arizona State can honestly do the same thing. Now, is Arizona State better than Arizona? Yes. And I think Arizona State has a better defense too. Yeah, give me Arizona State minus 7.5. I think Colorado's season is done. I think they know it. I think they're just getting good reps in, seeing who's going to be on the roster next year, who can make a move and stuff like that, and seeing what positional needs they will hit in the portal for next season. So, yeah, give me Arizona State at a 7.5. I probably won't be betting this game either. I probably won't be watching it either. Just really not too in love with this game, but I do think Arizona State covers this game fairly easy. And that will be the last game because that was last week. So yeah, that will be the last game. Want to go over a few more games that are on this right here that I will probably be having money on. Give me UTSA plus the 2.5 at home against East Carolina, and give me them to outright win the game. UTSA plays really, really well at home. Tulane had to find out the hard way and got their doors blown off when they went into San Antonio. So I think the same thing happens to East Carolina. So yeah, give me UTSA plus 2.5 and outright money line. Give me Wake Forest minus 17.5 at home against Delaware. I think this is just a step up in competition for Delaware. Wake Forest has been playing really, really good. And their defense has been playing really, really good. So, yeah, I think that Delaware isn't going to be able to keep up offensively with Wake Forest, at least in this game. So, yeah, give me Wake Forest minus 17.5. Give me SMU minus 2.5 at home against Louisville. I think Louisville has called it in. I think they're done. Excuse me. I know they recognize that their season is over now. SMU still has a lot to play for. They can still make the ACC championship game if there's chaos. And I just trust SMU at home in Dallas. So, yeah, give me SMU minus the 2.5 in that game. Let me see if there's anything else. And for the last one, give me UCF minus the 13.5 at home against Oklahoma State. UCF is just a different animal beast in the bounce house. So, and two, Oklahoma State is a dumpster fire. They're one of the worst teams in college football. So, you're going to give me, I just need UCF to win by 2 touchdowns at home against a really, really bad Oklahoma State team. You bet. So, yeah, give me UCF minus 13.5 in that one. And that is going to wrap it up for my Saturday Showdown for November 21st. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps out with the algorithm to get out these videos to more people like you that are searching for free picks. Also, go tap in with my boy at Marquee Picks. He will be having some say on these college football games, but he mainly specializes in player props. So if you're more of a player props guy, go check out his channel. Let him know I sent you. And also tap in with the Discord that also features at Marquee Picks. I will have all my bets, everything that I'm playing in the Discord. They will be all in there for free. So I will leave the link to the Discord in the description. But without further ado, my name is Deshaun Raw, host of the Belt to the Bucks YouTube channel, and I'm out of here.